I got another update on the Reddit story. My wife and mother of 3 is cheating on me and she doesn't think I know. If you missed the last part, it's right up here. You need to hear it before you hear this one. It just makes sense. All right, the husband writes, "Hey guys, a lot of you are messaging me. Everything is all right. Firstly, thank you for your concerns. To be honest with you, I don't know what to tell you. I guess everything is okay. Since I can't sleep, I decided to write this in the late hour. I am feeling much better than I was on Saturday. I haven't seen my wife since last Thursday. The last time my kids have seen her was on Friday when my son turned 7 and my older son kicked her out. We all remember that from the last update. That was wild. She is still sending me messages and calling our daughter. Yesterday, her friend brought me an envelope that my wife sent me. It was a 9-page letter. Whoa. Okay, Ross and Rachel.
Front and back!
Plus 4 additional pages of her changes. She wrote a lot of that, so I will quote some of the parts. The first 5 pages were basically just about our past. Literally the timeline of our relationship. What we have been through, our best and worst moments, but how we always stuck together. Here are the last 4 pages. You typed up her letter for us? Oh my God. You are doing Lord's work over here. All right. So I'm going to be reading the last 4 pages of her letter as if this is coming from her. Okay. So there's no confusion here. Here we go. She writes, "I am embarrassed to say I am sorry. I can't express how sorry I am. I understand it doesn't mean too much to you, but I am really sorry. I wish I could turn back the time. Seeing you and the kids hurt really makes me want to die. I should be the person to help you, not hurt you. I failed as a mother and a wife. When D, which is their older son, yelled at me, I really wished that I was dead. What kind of mother does this to her kids? What kind of wife does this to her husband? I understand that you will never love me like you did, that you will not trust me like you did. When you told me you made DNA tests for all of our kids, my heart broke into pieces. That was the toughest moment of my life. That moment when you told me straight to my face that you don't believe me since we met each other and you will probably never believe me again. I need to live with that fact. I just wanted you to know that I love you. I know you don't think that, but I really love you. I would give my life now for you. I hope I can prove this somehow. I wish you could put my heart in some machine so you can get the results to see that I love you." Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Let's not forget what she did, but that's cute. "I always knew I loved you more than anyone, but after everything I did, I know I love you even more than that." Yeah, but you gotta cheat to find out you really love someone? I don't know. I don't know about that. I understand how horrible this sounds, but this is the truth. I threw all of that for what? For a little bit of attention? I lied about you cheating on me so I can have excuses in mine and AP's eyes. Who does that? Only horrible and cruel people. I am really lost, but you are not. I wish I could tell you to be with a girl so we could be even. 1-1. But truth is, we could never be even. Whatever you do will not be the same as what I did. Also, I can't imagine seeing you with another woman. I know this is again selfish, but I do love you and I can't accept that. And I hate myself that you don't believe me. I hate myself for whatever I say or do. Just ignore me and don't believe. I wish you broke every single bone inside me that day instead of this. I pray every day and night that you will call me and tell me to come back. I truly believe that day will come. If there is a 0.001% chance, I will believe it, and I will never stop believing. I will accept whatever condition you make me to return. I will sleep on the floor. I will cook, clean, wash, not talk with anyone. I will lick the floor if I need to. Okay. I just want to be near you. I will never understand why I did that. What did I achieve? I was telling Z, which is her married friend that knew about the affair, how I don't find AP more attractive than you. In my eyes, no one is more beautiful than you. How I love sex with you 1,000,000 times more than I did with him. And I still went there a few times. I am so sick. I know you don't want to hear this, but I felt like the biggest trash then, and with you, I am the happiest person. And again, I still did this. Since you left me, I ask myself, was everything okay with me back then? Sure, it wasn't, but when I try to remember everything, I feel like someone changed my head, like some type of drug was inside me to do that. I could never imagine myself doing that, not even in my dreams. And I did that in reality and hurt the person I love the most. I really hope I will find the answer to why I did this. I just hope you will not make your decision until then. You were always stronger than I was. I hope you will survive till then. If you want me to leave and stop calling, I will do that, but please don't forget about me. Don't give up on us like I did. I know this sounds horrible, but don't give up on us because the kids and everything we went through together. I know because of this, my betrayal is even bigger, but I will do everything so that we can be happy again wherever we will be. I'm ready to follow you and be there for you 1,000 times more than I was till now. You know I will do and give everything for kids and you. You know how happy we were, but I destroyed everything. If you give me another chance, we will be happy again because of you. We will smile again like we had. I will show you for the rest of my life how sorry I am and that nothing and no one can stop my love for you. I understand you can say AP stopped, but he didn't. I never looked at AP like I was looking at you. I never touched him. Oh girl, maybe we just leave this part out. I never touched him like I was touching you. I never even kissed him. I would never bring him near my kids. I would never tell him my secrets like I told you after a week of our relationship. I never smiled with him, but I was always smiling with you. I understand my actions tell a different story, but you were always the man in my heart, and I will never stop hating myself for everything I did. I am so sorry for breaking your heart along with mine. This is something I will never forget, but I will live with for the rest of my life, to be there for you and our angels in the best and worst, and I appreciate every second with you more than ever. I love you more than anything. S. Now, 2 additional pages were about her changes. Like what changes she's gonna make? Here it is. She wrote this. I am always telling you that I will do everything for you to forgive me, but I didn't actually do anything yet. Now I will make everything in my power so you have some answers in your head and start believing me, and hopefully one day you can forgive me, at least in your mind, if not your heart. And we have a literal list here, but I'm gonna take a sip of water before we do that. So let's hydrate together on Hydration Station. Cheers. All right, a list of her changes. Number 1, she deleted her Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and will never activate them again. I just say, finally. 2, she's trying to find a job. She only has a high school degree. She has less than 10% chances of finding a job here, even as a cleaner, but respect for the hustle. Yes, at least she's trying to find a job. It's better than not. 3, she will write a full timeline about her affair. I really don't care about this. 4, she will not force contact with our sons, but she will go on every football practice they have and watch them. She will come to every event in the school. If they tell her to leave, she will leave. She will send them a few letters per week and bring their favorite food, snacks, and toys a couple of times per week. Okay, I like this. Number 5, she cut contact with the friend that knew about the affair and told her not to call her anymore. It's not her fault, but she can't ask for forgiveness if she keeps in contact with the person that encouraged her to prolong the affair. She told me she will tell friend's husband that she knows about everything if I want. I like this because I never liked that cow, and I honestly don't care if her husband knows or not. Number 6, she will go on a polygraph. She will answer about 20 questions about me, her, and AP, and did she ever cheat with me before. She is scheduled for 2 days. Ooh, I am actually looking forward to this. I checked the reviews and it seems this agency is reliable. Oh my God. Number 7, she will never ever leave the home without me. She says we can put the camera in our home so I can watch her if she leaves. When I leave the house and I invite her with me, she will leave. If not, she will just be in the house around the kids. Yeah, this is insane. Okay, I'm glad that we're on the same page with that. Like that is such a unhealthy, miserable relationship at that point. 8, she will sign a post-nup deal agreement that says if she ever makes any kind of infidelity, texting with unknown man, sexting, flirting, or PA, she is giving me full custody and leaving all assets to me. I don't even know if this is possible, especially about the kids. I know for assets it might be possible, but not sure about the kids. Number 9, she starts going on IC this week. Whatever. 10, she will not use phone anymore. If she does, she will not have a password and will delete and block all male/female contacts except us, family, and 2 friends. She never had a password and I don't really care about her contacts. 11, if we reconcile, when she drives the kids to the school and then goes to the supermarket, she will share her location and video record herself in the supermarket so I know she is not talking or meeting with anyone. Or she can order food directly to the house and I can see it on camera that she had contact with the delivery guy. As I said, insane, unhealthy, miserable relationship. No, thank you. 12, she started to listen to some podcasts from the ex-cheater and will purchase some books about infidelity. I can't express how much I don't care about this. This guy is over it, okay? He don't care about that. And good on him, because that is just a miserable relationship at that point. I'd rather have no relationship. There's also some other stuff, but it was literally so crazy. Like, she will sell all her clothes and use that money for something else. If there is one thing about her that I still believe in then, it is that she doesn't care about money. She never ever bought herself any expensive piece of clothes, shoes, jewelry, bags. She just doesn't care about that stuff. So if she sells everything, she wouldn't earn a lot. Same. 90% of items in my house are from Dollarama. Also, she said when she finds a job, she will buy food for herself and other things, so she will never take $1 from me. But my favorite is that she will sell her phone and start using an old phone like Nokia 3310, like one of those old flip phones. I would love to see that. At least she wouldn't be capable of sending so many damn messages that fast. That's about it. Kids are okay, doing as best as they can. I have a lot of things to do at my workplace, so I am pretty busy. As I said, my wife still sends me messages where she wishes me a good day, good morning, good night, and asks how kids are doing. She sends some pictures from the past or how she had dreams about some moments of us, and of course, how much she regrets everything and loves me. Both of my sons will start visiting a psychologist tomorrow. I hope I will find some answers after that. Maybe I will update after/if she sends me polygraph results. Thank you always. And of course, we got the next update. It's always a 2-for-1 deal, okay? So we're going right into the next update. Hi everyone, my kids started to visit a psychologist and it's not good. I talked with a psychologist days before their first session and explained it all to her. We went for the first time on Wednesday. After the session, she explained to me that my older son is really hurt with everything. According to her, he has hate towards my wife/his mother, but that is his defensive mechanism. On the other hand, my younger son, according to her, suffers even more. She told me that she can see that he just behaves like his older brother. In his statement, she can see that he doesn't have a bad opinion about my wife, but follows my older son and talks and behaves like the older one does. Okay, that makes sense. She told me the next time she would like to talk with them one by one. So we went again yesterday. My older brother was the first, then my younger. Each talked for 60 minutes. When my younger son was inside, me and the older boy went to eat while we were waiting for the younger son. I didn't want to ask him anything, but he told me out of nowhere something like, "Dad, I don't like this woman. She is bored and tells me to cry, but I just want to go home and play with my friends." I tried to stay normal, but I started to laugh. He really is a mini me. Anyway, we went back to pick up my younger son and then I talked with the psychologist. Well, yeah, as a kid, therapy is probably really freaking boring and they're asking you questions you probably don't care to answer. But good for this dad, okay, for putting his kids in therapy and getting them help. We gotta give praise where it's due. Therapy is a wonderful thing. She told me straight away that my older son will need a lot of sessions. He is very protective of me and completely refuses to even acknowledge my wife. She is stunned that they had a perfect relationship and now that he behaves and talks like this. But she tells me he is 100% aware of what is happening and that my wife hurt me badly and that is his reason for being like this. She asked him if he has any desire to see her and he immediately said he doesn't. Because of those answers, she asked me if I was seeing some other woman. And I was like, WTF. But then she shocked me for real when she said my younger son was in tears and finally opened up about himself. As we both thought, he follows my older son in his actions. Since all of this had happened, my older son was telling my younger son each day how my wife is cruel and evil and they need to support me. My younger son wanted to see her on his birthday and was sad when he saw her crying when my older son yelled at her. But he didn't want to call her because he didn't want to disappoint me and my older son. That makes sense now. He confessed to a psychologist that he misses her a lot. She told me I can call my wife next or another week so that she can be in a session with my younger son, and I said that's fine. And she told me to talk with him when we came home because he feels very sad now. We came home and we talked. He told me basically the same thing he said to her. Apparently, my older son told him a few days before his birthday to not call my wife at all, that she doesn't deserve to be around us. My younger son didn't like how my wife talked with Melody, but he wanted her to be at his birthday party. Of course, that's his mom to him. Of course he wants his mom around. So I told him immediately that I asked him a lot of times if he was sure not to invite her, and every time he said he didn't want her there. But again, he explained he didn't want to disappoint us. I asked him what he wanted. Does he want to be with her? I told him he can be with her and I will visit him whenever I can daily. He immediately said no. He said he would like her to come back to live with us and that he doesn't want to be with her without me. Oh man, every kid who's going through like divorced parents wants their parents to be together. Well, maybe not every time. I told him he can tell us his true feelings and no one will be angry or disappointed, and he said this is how he feels. He even started to cry, so I stopped with the questions and told him to calm down. Then later, I talked with the older one, and he's just one piece of mystery. He admitted that he was telling bad things about my wife to my younger son because she deserves it. I asked him immediately why she deserves that, and he responded quickly because she hurt me. So I am up and down with him. I don't know if he knows something I don't. I mean, he will be 9 in December. He's a very smart kid and a great student, so I agree with the psychologist that he is aware of everything. I asked him if he wanted my wife to come back and he said no. My daughter is crazy about my wife, so no problem about her. I am in contact with my wife, but only about the kids. She is begging for a new chance as always, sends long texts a few times per day. She called me today to say that her friend, not the married one that knew about AP, talked with her and he can find her a job as a translator. My wife speaks perfect English and is fluent in local language. She also reads and writes in local language perfectly, and that's very tough, so she's very excited because of this, but even more because she could work mostly from the house, and that is important to her because she can then prove to me that she is not doing anything except working. I didn't tell her anything about the kids and psychologist. Also, on Wednesday, when we finished with the psychologist, I drove my kids to football practice. I received a message from her. You look so hot in all black combination. Oh, wife is trying to get some. I started to look around me because other parents were near me and I didn't see her. Then I noticed her on the opposite side of the playground. She promised in her changes, the letter that I read, that she will watch their practice and if sons ask her to leave, she will leave. They didn't tell me anything, so I didn't even think that they saw her. All of this is positive from her, so I can't lie about that. I also talked with my lawyer and asked him about the post-nup deal she told me. He said it is possible in the country where we live, according to law, one of the parents needs to be a foreigner to put infidelity clause and child custody in a post-nup. I was shocked to hear this, even though I've read some positive stories about this in recent days. But then, while she was telling me this, I asked myself, why the hell do I even talk about this? I don't plan to touch my wife. I don't care if she's been with 5 guys now. Me and her as a husband and wife are done. Even if she comes back to my house, it would only be because of the kids. So whatever. He told me the papers will be ready to serve her during the next week, but he told me to take some time and think about everything and at the end decide what is best for the kids and myself. So that's about that. She saw my daughter today. They spent a few hours together. She told me she did an interview at the polygraph testing. Yes. And will answer questions on Monday. And she already does the IC meetings. I told her that I don't give a flying. And she started to cry a little bit and that she doesn't know what to do and that she's trying everything. I told her that she knows what is the one thing she was never supposed to do and she did it and I just left. Tomorrow I plan to talk with my family, parents of my wife, friends, and then during the week with my kids and their psychologist, and then with my wife. I will wait to see how my kids will respond when I tell them she may never come back to this house. Also, I need to see how she will react when I tell her divorce papers are ready. Then her job, I need to wait to see if that will happen or not because of her visa. After all of this, I will decide what to do next. My kids are my first priority. I am still very pro-divorce, but I am open to bringing her home for some time until she settles down and realizes we are done if my kids ask me that or if their behavior is not good. If bringing her home will help them, then I will do it. Interesting. Okay. All right. So now he's debating bringing her back into the house, not getting back together with her, but physically just having her in the house with the kids, just being mom, not being wife, but being mom, which could make things even more confusing for the kids, but maybe it's better. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let me know. And I'm going to see you in the next update because man, has he been posting a lot on this Reddit thread. He is in there in the comments. He's going off. This is therapy for him. So good on you. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy and I'll see you tomorrow.